Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on a new series, and this series is AutoCAD Mastery, from 2D drafting to BIM coordination. You must be wondering why I am coming up with a course on AutoCAD. Believe it or not, every day we need to deal with CAD, and there are so many scenarios which I can come up with where Revit and AutoCAD, they have to go hand in hand. But just because you don't have any expertise in AutoCAD, there's a lag. There's always a lag. All right. So you must be wondering, but still, why AutoCAD? See, in BIM, there are different dimensions, okay, as well as there are different stages. So if I talk about conceptual stage, again, Revit doesn't come first in that. First comes AutoCAD. You need to set up everything in AutoCAD. You need to create those drawings, and then those drawings you need to append in Revit. Okay, but if you are not well versed with AutoCAD, there are challenges which you can come up. There are challenges that you can face, and literally your team can comment on your speed as well as your expertise. So don't let AutoCAD bring you down. Learn AutoCAD with me. Okay, so again, you have seen my channel. Nearly 3 courses we have finished: Revit, Arc, Structure, Nevis Work, and this is going to be the 4th course. So yes, this is the first video. It will sound a little lame, and you must be wondering why I am going backwards, but believe it or not, just one video a week and this will transform your skill. So let us jump into AutoCAD, and this is the drawing that I have. Okay, so you can see here this wonderful drawing. There are so many different layers. Okay, in Revit we deal with worksets in a similar manner. There are layers in AutoCAD. So here, this is the interface. These are the ribbon tabs. This is the ribbon, and these are the ribbon panels, same as Revit. Okay. So now, if you click here on layer properties, a window opens, and if you click here on this side, what happens? You can drag your layers anywhere you are. I'll take this plan over here. And the other thing is, there are so many names that are coming up, and here there are so many options. What are these options? We'll understand that first. All right, so here you can see there are different colors. Okay, and these different colors define the name of the layers. For example, if this layer properties is not open, is there any other way to find out what exactly the layer of this particular polyline is? Okay, or wall is? We can right click, and then when you click on properties, you will get the information about the layer which this element holds. Okay, this is wall interior. I'll close this. Now the question is, what are these options here? On, freeze, lock. So when you click on, as I have clicked on this door layer, what happens is, you can see here that these layers, they get turned off. All right, but what if there is a huge project and there are many details on your screen, and you have a bad configuration and you are afraid that your system will not be able to hold that much memory? In that case, what you can do is, you can make use of this freeze. If you click on this freeze, and if you turn off this one, what happens here is, AutoCAD releases that memory and there will not be any lag. Okay, and the great point here is, if you don't want to show any layers while printing, you can just make sure that that layer is freezed. Okay, and it will not be printed. Again, this is a very good option when there are many layers and these layers are holding up your configuration what you can do in that case is you can freeze up that layer. It will not be printed, as well as you will get a smooth workflow. This is one thing. Second is there is one more option, VP layer, that we will check out. And here then there is another option which says lock. Okay, so if you lock this one, what happens here is you will not be able to move that layer, and you will not be able to do anything to that element because it has been locked away. All right, so now let us unlock this, and what we will do is we will go into the layout now. For example, there comes a scenario where you want to turn off few layers in this viewport, in this layout, but again those layers you want to see here, okay, here in the model space. What you will do in that case, for example, now you can click on this one, and when you click on this viewport you get to see this VP freeze. We'll just close this off. We'll make sure that our viewport is selected, and then what we'll do, we'll again click on this layer properties, and here you will find that you got the option of VP freeze. For example, if we need to turn off doors only in this layout, but again we don't want that to be hidden in the model space, so what we'll do for that one, so if we click on this VP freeze, see what has happened here. What has happened here is let me just go back. Let me just go inside this viewport. To go inside this viewport, what we'll do, we'll double click. Now you are inside the viewport. Okay, just make sure that this is locked, because if you scroll up or down, again the scale which is here, it will be getting disturbed. So if I turn this off, what has happened here, all the doors which were there in the door layer, these doors cannot be seen. Okay, but again if I come in model space, here these doors are there. Okay, so when you are working in a federated environment, there are too many things coming in at that time. This VP freeze will help you. This VP freeze will help you. You can turn off a few layers here in respective layouts, but still it will be there in the uh, model space. Okay, and again as this is turned off here, what will happen is when you print this, it will not be printed, because this is again viewport freeze. Okay, this is one thing. Second is there is a layer states manager. Okay, when you click on the small calculator, there is another window that opens up. Consider that there are 100 layers and you need to save those settings. You don't want those settings to be I mean, you are sending this file to your colleague and multiple people are working on the same file. You don't want them to change those settings again and again. What you can do is you can turn off the layers that you don't want. For example, I don't want these doors. Let me just close this one first. I don't want these doors, as well as I don't want let us find out, this one is green, right? I don't want walls interior. Okay, now these are the layers which I don't want, but I want to save this one. Okay, so what you can do is you can click here on the small icon and this layer stats manager will appear. You can click on this new and you can say that door and walls. Okay, doors and walls header. Now what will happen here is I have saved this and let us close. Okay, so now what is going on here is you want to go back to your default settings where everything was enabled. So what we'll do here, we'll go to this layer states manager. The shortcut is Alt S, and you can simply go back to the layer that was there before, which is the original layers. And if you restore this, what happens, all the layers you'll get back. Okay, all the layers you'll get back. But again, you worked so hard to define the layers that needs to be turned off, and somehow you have saved those settings. So in that case, what you can do is you can simply click here on the layer states manager and see this one that you have saved here. what will happen here is, as soon as I turn that on, the two layers that I turned off before, it can be, I mean, those settings are taking in place. Okay, this is also very good option. Okay, this will save your time. Now this is a sample project, but again, what if you are there working on multiple layers? Okay, this is also very useful. Now again, after this, there are some more options here, okay, which allows you to change the line type, to change the line weight, and to decide the transparency. These are very useful, and I am sure you people have gone through this in your career. So I'll not be covering up that one. You can explore this by yourself, and you can let me know if there are any uh, doubts. Okay, so all right, with this one, we will wind up our first AutoCAD basics. I tried to cover those options which I felt are not covered in any of the courses, or people are not aware that much. So let us rise and shine together. Definitely we'll meet in our next AutoCAD video. Thank you.